Reflexivity in narcissistic relationships. So, what is reflexivity? Reflexivity refers to the internal process by which the self is shaped through the gaze or perception of another. It is how our own identity is co constructed, in part by how we believe others see us. In narcissistic relationships, this process is co opted and inverted. You begin to see yourself primarily through the narcissist's internal world, not your own. This is not mirroring. This is reflexive collapse, the loss of self through introjected perception. What does reflexivity become under narcissistic abuse? Yourself is no longer authored internally. Instead, your sense of being becomes filtered through their projected needs, moods, and distortions. You begin to experience yourself as if you were inside their nervous system, adjusting your behaviour based on what you anticipate they need, want, or might punish. This is not empathy, it's trauma induced attunement, forged in hypervigilance. So, why does it happen? Well, the survivor's nervous system is already wired for hyperattunement. Most survivors of narcissistic abuse carry early attachment injuries. These create a hypervigilant relational stance, where scanning others becomes the basis of identity in toxic relationships. And the narcissist gaze is not neutral, it's structurally demanding. The narcissist doesn't see you, they see a role. The internal structure requires constant external regulation, so you are forced to become whatever stabilizes or flatters them. Reflexivity becomes internalized over time. Eventually, their view of you becomes your own internal voice. Their accusations become your inner critic. Their withdrawal becomes your shame. What does it feel like for survivors? Survivors report chronic self monitoring, loss of internal certainty, guilt for existing outside their image, self doubt about perception, and invasive shame. This is the embodied residue of co regulated identity collapse. You are no longer held together from the inside. Why is it so dangerous? Reflexive inversion leads to authorial displacement, introject co-option, and symbolic annihilation. You disappear when they stop looking at you. Well, how do you begin to repair? Well, firstly, you break the gaze loop. You begin to catch when you're thinking, how would they see this? You have to interrupt it. Then the reclaim of internal reference. Ask what you feel and believe before considering their reaction, and anchor it to your body. And lastly, name the introject, not the name the internalized voice. Speak back to it with the adult self, not the scanned or performing self, and tell it no. Reflexivity collapse is the inverted mirror mechanism that makes narcissistic abuse so devastating. You weren't deluded, you were colonized. Healing begins the moment you remember your own gaze, not how they saw you, but how you once saw the world before they made you watch it through their eyes. Peace out. Loads of love.